Okay, here's the thing. We all have a memory. That big, hard drive in our brain where we store all our files. And we're always being taught to remember stuff, right? Facts, figures, names, places. But how come we're never taught how to forget? How to erase the complicated stuff? The ghosts that come back to haunt us? Take the day Mel took me snorkeling and we dug up some buried treasure from the past.
Just a bunch of old letters. Some treasure.
Well, there could be a clue in here that could lead us to the treasure.
You've been watching too much kids' TV.
I know you'll be just fine.
Dear Sheena, war is crazy. I dream of the day it ends and we meet again.
Dear Sheena, dear Sheena. They're all for the same person and all written by the same guy, Len. Wow. He was keen.
You're in my memory always, waiting to appear. Whenever I close my eyes, I'm back there with you.
Puke. You got any juice?
I can see you by your house at number 57. Under the big old tree where we first met. Your smile so radiant. Vicky Streeton! What's she doing in my head? I've been trying not to think a single thought about Vicky for months. Ever since I met a new friend, Josh, all perfect in a private school prefect way. That day was the last time I'd seen Vicky.
Goodbye, Lockie.
Bye, Vicky. And I've been trying to forget her ever since. So why is Vicky back to haunt me now?
What about Vicky?
Oh, what do you got there?
A treasure chest.
Old letters we found in the ocean. So, what were you saying about Vicky?
I didn't say Vicky.
You just said Vicky.
No, I said tricky. Tricky to know what to do with all these letters.
Wartime correspondence. 66 Vietnam. Cataclysmic times.
They, must have been washed off the boat that was delivering them.
Good theory. Faded address. Well, you might want to get those back to, Sheena.
Me, personally.
Well, how would you feel if someone close to your heart suddenly disappeared from your life?
Well, it was ages ago. She's probably over it by now.
The heart never forgets, Lockie.
Well, Sarge had me wrestling with my conscience. Mum was wrestling with everyone else's shifts at the radio station. After they'd all called in sick.
There just aren't enough minutes in the hour to learn all there is about composting with worms. Here's some nice calming music. Oh. Okay.
Wally Norman just phoned.
Let me guess. He's got a sore throat and he can't do the show?
Tonsils like a razor blade, he said. Odd how everyone's come down sick at the same time.
They're not sick egg. They just don't want to be associated with a failure. I mean, look, even the worms are trying to get out.
Mum, too, was being visited by a ghost from the past.
Come on.
Self-doubt.
You know what we need?
What?
Expert advice.
We'll be working on the 3 imperative Ps: persona, presentation, and profile. Mrs. L, stay with us. As a last resort, if the audience won't come to you, we'll take you to your audience. This is a caravan, right?
With Sasha's 3 Ps in mind, Mum was ready to take the radio station to the people.
Persona, presentation, profile.
Other words that begin with P? Puncture. And also, pile up. For some unexplained reason, we Leonards had a habit of breaking down outside Streeton's car yard.
Serendipity, Joy. This is the perfect spot for an outside broadcast. Prime position,
Lots of passers-by, plenty of friendly people.
This may come as a surprise to you, but the data I've collected points to one conclusion only. First, you knew all about Marjorie's telescope and her motorbike.
They are classic models.
But there's more. Ah, see? You and Marjorie share the same favourite smelly cheese, Roquefort.
Well, yes. Us and 65 million other French people.
And you share an uncanny likeness to Marjorie herself.
Do have the same moles, I guess.
But my major breakthrough came when I realised that if you reassemble the letters of your name, Joy Ramir, you get
Marjorie.
which caused me to think about the notion of reassembly, which brought me to the conclusion that you are, in fact, the reassembly of Marjorie's old molecules.
How can that be?
Well, Marjorie called her comet back to the stars, right? Well, she must have been around the universe at least twice by now.
And we both know that light and time been in space.
Exactly. Which means that Marjorie's molecules must have returned to Angelus and rearranged themselves back into you.
You're right. Oh, Marjorie.
Welcome back.
Thanks, Phil. It's good to be back. But wait 1 millisecond. If Marjorie, a girl, was rearranged into me, a boy, then one day it will be your turn for molecular rearrangement too. Which means you...
I could return as a girl. I don't know anything about being a girl. How can I function? How can I work?
Don't worry, Phil. We'll carry out some research, get you prepared.
Research, right. Let's do it.
Listen to this. Our dance will have to wait a few more months. Just got word. We're heading to a place called Long Tan. Looks like the last words Len wrote.
55 Hinkley Street. Sheena's must be next door. Perhaps not anymore. Shame. So, can we go surfing?
Wait. Len wrote about a big old tree where they first met. Definitely the right place. This can't be happening.
I should never have let you go. You're my one and only.
Change the channel. Quick.
Welcome back to VTV, where it's non-stop Vicky Streeton all day, every day.
You right?
I'm fine. Totally fine.
Okay. Well, you're acting totally weird. Perhaps you needed a surf to set you straight?
I'm fine, but you go. You can use my board if you like. Maybe there's someone around here that knows where Sheena's gone.
Well, I'm going surfing.
The thing is, I had to find Sheena. Maybe then I could get Vicky out of my head.
I'm going to need a much bigger allowance. Have you seen all this stuff that girls need to buy? Cleanser, toner, exfoliating cream, moisturiser, foundation, eyeshadow, eyeliner, lip gloss.
And look at all this crockery. C cup, D cup, B cup. Girls must drink a lot of tea.
We're going to need some real-life cases to do this one.
And record them.
I've asked around, but no one's ever heard of anyone called Sheena.
There's no one in the computer going by that name either.
I don't know what else we can do apart from hang on to the letters in case Sheena turns up.
But I've got to get rid of them. They're messing with my head.
There's one place that might be worth trying, where large groups of senior citizens are known to congregate each week.
2 ducks on the water. 22. Same age as your classic sedan, Mrs. Nolan. 22.
Oh, it's a good little turnout here, Mr. Streeton. Just a minor interruption.
11. Legs 11. That's how many interested buyers I could find for you, Mrs. Nolan.
don't mind. Thank you, ladies and gent. Some lost letters have come into my Lockie's possession, and we're trying to find the intended recipient. So I'm just wondering if there is a Sheila in the...
Sheena.
A Sheena in the hall this afternoon. Maybe we could jog your memory, Lockie. Lockie, maybe you could read one of the letters. Right. I'll leave it with you. Thank you.
My dear Sheena, it's been 3 long months since we parted, and I miss you more and more each day. She's here.
Who's here?
Vicky.
I thought you were looking for Sheena.
I am.
Lockie, it's me.
Looks like you've seen a ghost, Leonard.
It was right about this point that I realised Vicky's ghost was real. So I decided to say a civilised hello. Unfortunately, my legs had a different idea.
Lockie, wait.
Vicky, hi. Sorry about that. I just wanted to catch Sarge before he, So, what are you doing here?
I want to know the advantage of a private school. It's longer holidays.
But I, thought you liked your school.
It's not all bad, I suppose.
Don't ask about Josh. Don't ask about Josh. So how's Josh going?
He's good, actually. He'll be here soon, in Angelus. You know, for a visit.
Okay, but visiting is what? A friend? Or more than a friend?
So I thought maybe we could catch up while I'm here. You know, all 3 of us.
Yep. Josh was definitely more than a friend.
Come on, kitten. No bargains to be had here. This lot are all too healthy.
Bye, Lockie.
Sure, I'd love to catch up.
And welcome to the Dental Hour with Joy Bells Leonard. Filling in for Wally Norman. Not that you want fillings. No way, not on your teeth. No. Teeth are like cars. Yes. Teeth are just like cars. If you take good care of them, you'll have them forever. I mean, take our car, Frida, for example.
Hey, Vicky.
How's it going?
Good yourself?
Yeah, good. You heard from Lockie?
Not lately. He's been spending a lot of time with Mel, surfing. I've been pretty busy with the radio.
So how's it going?
The best.
No, don't waste your money on a brand new car. No, save it. Why don't you spend your cash on something much more important? Like
I am a very patient man, but I want this ruckus out of here.
Dad?
I'm sorry, kitten, but they're scaring away my customers. I want you gone by the morning, or I'll be lodging an official complaint on the grounds of noise pollution.
So, the Dental Hour. Whiter than white and brighter than bright. And now, 53 minutes of non-stop smile music.
This is our happy song. It makes us smile and feel good inside.
So, what's it like to be a girl?
Looking good. That's the key. Then you'll have a much better chance of finding a rich husband to look after you. And tennis. A girl should be very good at tennis.
Confidence and independence. Never rely on anyone else to get the job done. Know what you want and go get it. I never leave home without a 5-step plan up my sleeve.
Girls need thick skin, especially when it comes to boys. One minute they like you and the next they can't talk to you. Not to worry, just move on.
This is our happy song. We're glad that
So much contradictory data. How can being a girl involve so many things?
Well, the real difference between boys and girls is that girls have the ability to multitask. True. We're always being asked to do many things at the same time. For example, although I have 3 gorgeous children, I also have to cook and wash and clean and 578 other things, and all the while be sensitive to everybody's individual needs.
Inspiring, Mum. Very, very uplifting.
And very, very informative.
Exactly what we need on the radio. The real you, Mrs. L.
He's right. You're a brilliant girl. You can talk to all the other girls out there.
Welcome back to...
Almost straight away, Mum's new show proved to be a hit. Other mums all across Angelus started tuning in. And thanks to Phillip's newfound multitasking skills, Mum could devote more time at the radio station.
You gave up surfing for bingo. When did you get so old?
Been trying to find Sheena. But when I find her, the first thing I'll do is surf, promise. It's just these letters. Doing weird things to my head.
Okay. I'll help you find Sheena. If it'll make you act less weird.
Thanks, but I've pretty much done everything that can be done.
No, you haven't.
I haven't?
Your mum runs a local radio station. You're trying to find someone in town. It's kind of obvious, really.
There's no way I'm going on the radio.
Fine. Should I, hang on to this then?
No, dumb idea. Abort, abort. What if Vicky's here? Or worse, with Josh?
You're right.
Yeah.
Something special called Multitasking, a show especially for all you girls out there.
You know what? I think I might get Mum to read out the letters instead.
What? You're chickening out?
No, but why hang around here when we can be surfing? Come on.
And while Mum read Len's letters, I managed to totally avoid Vicky. For all of 2 seconds.
Vicky. Hi.
Hi.
Surprise. Again.
Oh. So you're the Vicky. Heard lots about you.
Oh, this is just Mel.
Well, just Mel is just leaving. It was nice to meet you. You're shorter than I thought.
Shouldn't you go after her?
We've got a Sheena.
My real name's Esme, but Len called me Sheena. It was his special name for me, just between us.
I don't get it. You're at the bingo. Why didn't you come forward then?
I was doing the same thing I've been doing for the past 40 years. Trying to kid myself that I was over Len, that he was long buried in the past. Turns out he's not.
I'm sorry we read the letters before you did.
Oh, I've already read them many times over.
But I thought they fell off the boat.
No, they were delivered all right. Every day I'd wait for the postman, and I'd rarely be disappointed. Then on 16th of August, 1966, Len wrote, threatening to take me dancing on the beach when he returned home. It was the last letter I ever received.
As it turned
Elsa's went let go of the ones we've lost, but that doesn't mean we ever need to forget them forever, does it?
The heart never forgets, right?
Thanks, Lockie. Bye.
Bye.
celebrate a successful girl research. I'd love to, but I can't drink raspberry cordial. This is a special occasion. And Marjorie, you love raspberry cordial. I can't drink it. I react to the colouring. It makes me too loud. Oh. I guess that means that I'm not Marjorie after all.
Want to go for a snorkel?
Just Mel might give it a miss.
What about a fruit smoothie?
Just not that thirsty. So just gonna stay home.
Something wrong?
I had a bit of making up to do with Mel. But at least I knew how to make someone else happy.
You save me like you somehow owed me. Passion now
As for Vicky and me,
flowing in my veins.
some people are worth keeping in your treasure chest of memories forever.
Can sit alone in silence. You brought me some